I've had enough of this. Let me tell you about my journey. Do you remember what happened?
I'd never forget, my lord.
The monsters inside my head have been keeping me awake. It was worse than being imprisoned. Sometimes it's okay to be reckless when things don't go our way. This is proof that there is a God looking after us. But we still make mistakes.
I agree.
I was in my cabin and it was pitch dark. I looked for the papers and there they were. The king's instructions to have me executed.
That can't be true.
No, it is. Here, read the document.
Please do.
Read it in your spare time. Actually, should I tell you what I did next?
Please do.
Before I could even take it all in, their plan was already underway. So what I did was rewrite the instruction using my neatest handwriting. And would you like to know what I wrote?
Do tell.
I sincerely request you...
And what about the official seal?
For that, actually, heaven was by my side. I had my father's ring with the royal seal of Denmark on it. I safely put the document back in its place as if nothing had changed. We faced rough tides at the sea the next day, and you can imagine the rest.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are in for it now.
Indeed, I feel no remorse. They had it coming for them. That's what happens when one decides to interfere with mightier opponents.
What a great king Claudius is.
Doesn't it make sense for me to kill him? That man that killed my father. The man who fornicated with my mother and took the throne that was rightfully mine. To kill him with this sword would only be moral.
The king will eventually find out what happened.
Indeed, but I have until then. I feel bad about losing my temper with Laertes. Me and him are actually quite alike. I'll treat him better. The way he showed grief frustrated me.
Hold on, who are you?
Welcome back to Denmark, my lord.
Thank you, sir. Do you know this nobody?
No, I do not.
Consider yourself lucky. He's nothing but a jerk who happens to be respected because he owns land.
My lord, if you have a second, I have a message for you.
Sure, I'm all ears. But put your hat back on where it belongs, on your head.
No thank you, my lord. It's quite hot.
I beg to differ. It's actually quite cold with this northerly wind.
Indeed, it's quite cold.
But actually, it's still a little too humid and hot for my skin.
I agree, sir. I can't put into words how humid it is. King Claudius has placed a large bet on you. That's the message.
Please, but I beg you.
No, my lord, I'm fine. Sir, a man named Laertes has recently entered the court. He is an extraordinary man, one of many admirable qualities. It was to tell you how I feel about him. I'd say he's a first-class man, everything but a gentleman.
Your description of him doesn't undermine his positive traits, but listening to all of them would confuse you. Speaking of a high praise, I have the utmost respect for his unique and important soul.
That is truthful, sir.
There is no one else that's like him. What exactly is the point of our conversation, though? Why are
Excuse
you
me,
here?
sir?
Can you explain it to him differently?
Why is this man so important to you?
Are you talking about Laertes?
Aha! He is out of fancy words, and his pockets are empty.
Yes, Laertes, sir.
I know you know something.
I appreciate the compliment, but that doesn't really tell me much. What were you saying?
I know you know something about how great Laertes is.
However, you can't compare him to me, because you don't know him that well.
Laertes is skilled in fencing.
What kind of weapon did he use?
The rapier and the dagger.
Those are only two of his weapons. But, I mean, go on.
The king has bet 6 Barbary horses and has prepared 6 French rapiers and daggers along with 3 intricately designed carriages that complement the fencing accessories.
Wait, what do you mean by carriages?
I knew there would finally be something that you wouldn't quite understand.
The carriages are the hangers where the swords hang.
I prefer to call it a hanger. 6 Barbary horses, 6 French swords with accessories, and 3 intricately designed carriages seem like a French challenge to the Danish. Why has so much been wagered?
The king has bet all of this between you and Laertes. He won't bet you by more than 3 hits. What's your answer?
What if I answered no?
I mean, if you're willing to face Laertes.
I'm going to take a stroll in the hall, whether Claudius likes it or not, because this is my free time. The fight will go on as long as the king follows through with his plan and Laertes still wants to fight. I guarantee the king is going to lose his bet. I mean, win his bet, you know, because that's me. It would be so embarrassing if I lose.
Will you stand by your word?
It's your choice how you say it just to get your point across.
Your wish is my command.
Thank you. It's a good thing he puts himself out there because no one else would.
The lapwings run away with the shell on his head.
He's like many people that have talked their way into success, but he is all talk and no action. What's Gucci, my lord?
Osric has told the king about your decision to duel in the fencing match. The king asks whether you want to fight him now or later.
I'll do whatever the king requests, anytime, as long as I'm free. I'm ready if he's ready.
The king and the queen are gathering at the place along with everyone else.
Just on time.
The queen wants to chat with Laertes just before the match.
She always has great suggestions.
You're not going to win the bet.
I don't believe so, because I've been practicing fencing all this time ever since you went off to France. Even if they sabotage me, I'll still win.
Hold up, my lord.
I know how unwise my decisions can be.
Go with your gut feeling.
I don't believe in superstitions. God controls everything. Everything will go as planned. If it's bound to happen, it will. It will happen when it wants to. The important thing is to always be prepared for anything. Because you have to let things be. What do you think, Claudius?
Hamlet, come meet Laertes.
I apologize for offending you. It was because I was mad. I don't know if you know, but I have a serious mental illness. It's not my fault, it's the illness's fault.
My feelings are satisfied, even though what you have done to my father and my sister should drive me to revenge.
Come on, give us the swords, and we will play this friendly fencing match.
Hand me one too.
Osric, give them the swords. You know the bet, Hamlet, right?
Yes, my lord. You've bet on the weaker fencer.
I'm not too worried. I've seen both of you fence. But since Laertes is better, we've given him a handicap.
I think this one's too heavy. Can I see another one?
Yes, my lord.
I like this one. Are they all the same length?
Yes, my lord.
Put the goblets of wine on that table. If Hamlet makes the first or second hit, or gets back at third hit, then let my soldiers give him a military salute. I'll drink to Hamlet's health, and into his goblet I'll drop a pearl. Give me the goblets. Come on, let's begin. Judges, pay close attention.
Come on, sir.
Come on, my lord.
Ah, that was one hit.
My son will win.
He's out of breath here, Hamlet. Take my handkerchief.
Thanks, Mom.
Do not drink that.
Excuse me? I'll drink it if I like.
Delicious.
I'll drink later.
Let me wipe your face.
I'll get him now, Claudius.
I doubt it.
Get ready for the third hit, Laertes. Come on. Hit me with your best shot. I said you're treating me like a child. Take this! Oh! Oh no! Oh! Oh, can I have the blue one? Yours. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Ah!
Take care of the queen.
Both fences are bleeding.
How do you feel, Laertes?
I've been killed by my own evil tricks.
How's the queen?
She fainted at the sight of them bleeding.
No, the drink. Oh, my dear Hamlet. I've been poisoned.
Mom, what evil! Lock the door. We've been betrayed. Find out who did it.
Hamlet, you don't have more than half an hour to live. The treacherous weapon is right in your hand, and dipped in poison, the plan backfired on me. Your mother's been poisoned. I can't speak anymore. The king's to blame.
The blade's poison? Then get to work, poison!
Protect me. I've only been hurt, not killed.
Here, you goddamn incest-breeding Danish murderer! Drink this! Is this your little pearl there, huh?
Oh, yeah, you like that? Oh, yeah.
He got what he deserved. Please forgive me as I forgive you, Hamlet. You're not responsible for my death or my father's death. And I'm not responsible for yours.
God will free you from blame. I'll follow you to heaven in a minute. I'm dying, Horatio. Goodbye, miserable queen. You're alive. Tell everyone what happened. Set the story straight.
Not for a second.
Please, give me the goblet if you love me. Let go of it if you ever love me. Then please postpone the sweet relief of death a while. And stay in this world long enough to tell my story.
Comes young Fortinbras.
Oh my gosh. I'm dying. I will not live to hear the news from England. But I bet Fortinbras will win the election to the Danish crown. He's got my vote as I die.
Bruh.
These bodies suggest trouble. What banquet are we preparing that you needed to knock down so many bodies?
This is a horrible sight. Our news arrives from England too late, since the people that should have been dead have heard it too. We meant to tell the king that his orders have been carried out and Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. Who will thank us now?
The king?
No, not the king. Even if he were still alive to thank you, he never ordered their deaths. But soon after this bloodbath, you from battles in Poland and you from England, and then give your men orders to display these corpses on a high platform. And let me tell the world how all this happened. You'll hear of violent and unnatural acts, terrible accidents, casual murders, deaths caused by trickery and by threat, and finally murderous plans that backfired on their perpetrators. All this I can explain.
Let's hear about it right away and invite the noblemen to listen. And as for me, welcome my good luck with sadness. I have some rights to claim this kingdom, and by arriving at this moment, I have an opportunity to put them in effect.
I also have a few things to say about that, which Hamlet just told me. But let's get down to business, even though people are in a frenzy of grief, to avoid any further misplots and mishaps.
Let four captains carry Hamlet like a soldier onto the stage. He would have been a great king if he had the chance to prove himself. Military music and military rites will speak for his heroic qualities. Pick up the corpses, a sight like the suits a battlefield, but here at court it shows much have went wrong. Go outside and tell the soldiers to fire their guns in honor of Hamlet. Here comes young Fortinbras.
Oh my gosh. I'm dying.
Take this!
Oh! Oh my god! God! Oh! God! Dude. Oh! I'm wounded! I'm wounded!
Yeah!